Hey, D-Man, we got something coming up on Sunday that we haven't had to worry about before, and that is how will Kevin Stefanski, how will he respond to the criticism that he's received? This is almost universal criticism for this one game, and it's you almost hope he can put it in a package and throw it out the window and start again. But he's got to be thinking of this also. But he cannot draw up a plan that has 53 passes.
Right, and unless I don't know the exact numbers, but I know they're horrible. When Baker Mayfield throws 40 plus times, the Browns just don't have success. I think they only have one victory when he attempts 40 or more passes in his career. So
well,
there needs to be
you're losing that game already when you're throwing that much.
Yeah, that's true. And here's the thing too about Pittsburgh. They're going to have Mason Rudolph, which helps the Browns. There's no question about it, okay? But it doesn't guarantee them anything because Pittsburgh's defense will still be viable. It's still going to be blitzing. It's still going to be causing their havoc, at the point of attack. Mayfield is going to have to play well in order for the Browns to win. And he's also going to need Kevin Stefanski to keep his cool and not deviate from the plan. You want him to adjust if he sees something glaring, but you don't want him to deviate from the plan because I just don't think against the Jets, there's no way you're going to convince me that the game plan was to throw even 35 times, let alone 53 times. So in this case with the Steelers, you go with your game plan, you stick to it as long as you possibly can, and you don't panic. And I'm willing to give Kevin Stefanski a mulligan, all right? But here's the deal, Les. If he loses on Sunday, I can't look at 10-6 and say, well, the Browns made a lot of progress and it was a successful season because they won double-digit games. Right. All I'm going to remember about 2020 is that you lost your last two games to fall out of the playoffs. That's it. I don't care about 10-6 if they lose.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, you think about it. Nobody's going to say, well, if you told me at the beginning of the season that they'd be 10-6, you'd be happy.
Wait a minute, Les.
That doesn't work.
I don't mean to interrupt, Les. Some people will. Some people will say, hey, what did you expect? This team was coming from 6-10, and Kevin Stefanski was in his first year. I'm not going to care, and I know you won't, and Brian won't, and the research staff won't at More Sports and Les Levine, but some people will. Unfortunately, that's going to be the solace. Oh, they far exceeded expectations at 10-6. Well, no, not if you lost the last two and missed the playoffs.
Expectations get to change when you get out to a start like to a lead like that, and your place in the standings. You throw out the first 8 games. You start from where you're at, and that's what you start grading it on. Let me ask